Mr. Shein.
Sure. I think one thing we have to talk about here are provisions of the tax code that Congressman Neal has supported that have had the effect of moving an awful lot of jobs overseas. Let me talk about a few. In particular, a tax break that General Electric uses to avoid hundreds of millions of dollars a year in taxes. It's called the active financing exception. It's not something that a lot of candidates talk about, but it's one of those provisions in the tax code that is heavily lobbied by those interests I've been talking about. That provision was actually eliminated the last time we did tax reform in 1986. Heavily lobbied back into existence by the late 1990s, renewed temporarily. The Citizens for Tax Justice, an organization that did work that actually led to tax reform in 1986, just a couple weeks ago once again said that is a tax break that is costing us $50 billion a year. Not only that, it is encouraging General Electric to do precisely what they have done, and that's move operations overseas, income shift to make it look like the money they're making is coming from overseas. It's costing us revenue. It's costing us jobs. That is the lobbyist agenda. When Congressman Neal attends fundraisers thrown at the offices of Wall Street lobbyists, that's what they talk about. That, along with accelerated depreciation, would, if we could get rid of those two tax breaks, that would save us about bring in about $1 trillion over 10 years. You want to talk about addressing our budget crisis? Let's make corporations pay their fair share and not have Democrats, for goodness sake, championing those kinds of tax provisions.